Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series. We are reaching the end of Season 4. Tonight is round 21. We are heading to Interlagos in Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And I'm really not looking forward to this race. This is going to be horrible. We never do well in Brazil, and I am strongly expecting that to continue tonight. We do not have downforce on the car anymore. We do have speed, and we do have a mighty DRS, but as you can see, it's a wet race. It's a very wet race. So we could be good in the sprint, maybe, if we're lucky. I do not think we will have that luck in the race. The downforce is going to be even more important with these conditions, and the loss of the DRS neuters us quite badly when it comes to trying to get some overtakes in. So yeah, I do not expect us to be anywhere near the front of the pack on the end of this race. I think we'll be toward the back of the points, if not even in the points at all, at least as far as Oscar goes. We are running his older engine again tonight because we are saving his best engine for Vegas. That's our last best chance to win a Grand Prix, I think. And so it's just about getting through tonight, really. Let's take a look at what the car looks like. Have we lost any more ground? And we've kind of evened out a little bit in the downforce, only just. Still not great though, still very, very quick, but as we know, not going to count for much once it comes to the Grand Prix itself. Let's set some performance targets for tonight's race. The quality target, or the incentive tonight, is to get 2 in the top 10. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we'll get 1 into Q3 and 2 into Q2, and I think that's as good as we're going to get. Finish position 2 in the top 10. I would love that to happen. Like I said, I think we'll be lucky to get 1 in the top 10 tonight. Not going for the fastest lap. Do not think we're going to get it. Finish position streak 1 in the top 12 for 2 races. If we can get 1 car in the top 12, we will complete that streak. We've got to set a new quali streak for the last 3 Grand Prix. And I'm going to go very conservative. I'm going to go 2 in the top 14 for 3 races. And that will give us $1 million. Because we've only got 3 races left. So, let's head to Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Our F1 season brings us to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. Interlagos Sector 2 is a maze of twists and turns, demanding the highest downforce. Sectors 1 and 3 are high speed, however, giving drivers plenty to keep them busy around this thrilling track.
It's not a usual F1 weekend though, with qualifying brought forward to make way for an all-out sprint race which will decide the grid for the Grand Prix.
Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
I am good, thanks for asking. How are you tonight? Right, let's get into practice. No Oscar, not Oscar, sorry. And ready. So, let's run mediums in this first session. We're going to go for 21 laps. Drop those settings down. Let's swap out the parts. Let's go with that engine and that ERS, and we'll go with that gearbox. Right, we need a setup for Mick now. Let's have a look at a 7, 12.5, a 1.9, a 3.4, and a 0.65. There we go. Right, Oscar. Again, we're going to go with the medium tyres. Swap out those parts. It's got to be that engine, really. It's a shame. It's going to be underpowered all weekend. We'll go with that ERS. And we'll go with that gearbox. Right. Again, 21 laps. Drop the settings down. And we will go slightly different on the setup as we usually do. We'll go with a 6.5. A 13, a 3.7, a 3.25, and a 0.15. There we go. There we go. Right, let's send them to the track.
Copy, same.
Ready check.
Okay, mate, loud and clear there. Watch those curves.
Copy.
A bit less curve.
Copy.
And this engine is already just dipped. Literally one straight and it's already down to 49% and in the yellow. And it's going to stay like that for the rest of the weekend. Hopefully he'll be able to overcome some of the deficit. And hopefully some of the competition will also still have rubbish power units here, but I don't think they will. Evening, Anthony. You all set for a sprint of your own at Austria?
How's the balance?
Right, let's have a look at the feedback. 87%, that's not good enough. Need to call them in.
Oh, it's a bit low.
Yeah, yes, it's a sprint. Which means if you break apart in qualifying or in second practice, it's emergency purchases, my friend. Assuming you don't have spares. Right, we're not too far off. Need some little tweaks. Let's try. What can we try? Let's try a 7, 13, 3.7, 3.15, and a 0.10. Not going to do it. Okay, let's try something a little more dramatic. 5, a 13, we'll go 4. So, we're going to have to wing it because I don't have many setups from Brazil. And I don't have anything that's going to come close by the look of it. So we'll go with my gut on there on a 7. Push that up to a 0.3. Pull that back a touch. We'll go to a 0.35 and we'll try that, see how that works out. I'm getting a little bit of lag on the stream again. Apologies. I can't do anything about that. Evening, Katakbus. Right. Confirm that setup. Wait for Schumacher's feedback.
Okay, mate, how's the balance so far?
82. That's also
Power
not
was
great.
Felt really good.
Copy that.
Evening, Victor. Oh, I forgot to put more fuel in Oscar. Okay, that's going to be a 13 rear wing as well. Do I have a 13 with a 1.9? No, I do not. So once again, we are having to wing it. I'm going to change that as well to a 2.8. Pull that back a little bit like that. Pull that back a bit like that. And let's try that. All right, just got to wait now for the feedback.
Is everything okay?
I'll let you know.
Got a moth that's bugging me. One moment. Got him. Right, where were we? Oh yes, waiting for feedback.
Let us know your comments.
Not much of an improvement. Just call him in again. See if we can figure out where we're going wrong. Okay, camber needs to change, so that needs to be over there. Let's give that a go. Although I'm kind of curious, maybe The roll bar needs to be over there. I'm going to try that. Pull that back a bit like that. Yeah, let's give that a go.
How was the balance?
Traction was basic.
Okay, mate, understood.
Mick is definitely happier. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, I think. See if we can keep him on track a little bit longer.
Yellow flag ahead.
Yeah.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
That's a big spin.
Sorry.
Alright, so I'm going to push that up a bit more to a 3.35 and correct that back like that. Is that going to work? I don't know which way to go. I'm going to go with that. And we'll try it. We're not going to find out till quali. We're not going to have time to find out till quali.
Just checkered flag.
Right then. Once again, we are ready for quali, kind of.
It's time to determine starting positions for the sprint race, here in qualifying.
Just like normal qualifying, the session this weekend will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3, with the best times determining the grid for the sprint.
Charles Leclerc has been a talking point for many of late. Karun, how do you think he's doing so far?
They had an excellent performance in practice, setting a solid lap time. They must be feeling confident. But confidence doesn't necessarily mean success in Formula One.
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Right, maybe take a screenshot just in case that's correct, because I will add it to the book. And still not right here, so I'll pull that back one. Don't know whether I was right on the toe or not. We'll have to see. No idea if we're right on the roll bar either. This could be good, this could be disastrous for Ollie, but for Oscar. But it's going to be pretty rough for him anyway, given that his car is, not great. We will change the ERS unit over to that one, but everything else will keep the same. Yes, we'll keep everything else the same. Right, let's go qualify.
Green light. Let's concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Copy. It's all about your tyres and your brakes.
Yeah. No risk of traffic at the moment.
Right.
Recharge off
Do not
before
want
last
any
corner.
traffic.
So track is clear. We've got to get going.
Looks like they're going to be fine traffic-wise. Okay, George Russell is heading out now.
Just follow the delta.
Alaska's fractionally quicker. He must have got a really nice slipstream at the end there.
From here, please.
Copy.
So, let's see. How do we stack up?
Delta, keep it negative. Cool the car on the way in.
Are we going to have to run again?
Copy.
Really hope not. So far, so good. Have we actually got more performance here than I was expecting? Oh, we got a red flag.
Red flag. Red flag.
Who is out? It's a Red Bull. It's not Max. It must be Leclerc. It is. Oh, that's it. That's the death knell for Charles Leclerc. Leclerc is out of qualifying. Will start P20
And while all that was happening, the crew in
in the
garage
sprint.
could do nothing.
Max
but
only
watch
needs
on.
1 point from the remaining 3 weekends to win the World Championship. So that is it. That is the death knell. I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to stay in the garage. Hope that we've done enough. Conference is gone? What conference? Or was that supposed to be confidence, and it was auto-corrected? Well, we're through. A lot more comfortably than I thought we were going to be through. A lot more comfortably through. We're losing for sure Porsche, Maloney, Ocon, who must have had a bad lap somewhere. And obviously Charles Leclerc is the big name that's gone. But don't forget, this is dry running with the DRS. We will not have this in the race itself, so our race pace is going to be very different. and we're just setting up qualifying for the sprint. Hopefully we can get some points out of the sprint, because I don't think we're going to get many out of the race itself. Let's continue with those tyres in the next session. And we will have Joe riding our coattails.
So let's just concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Copy. Focus on preparing for the start of the lap.
Copy. Let's take advantage of this clean air. I'm going to push next lap.
So
I do expect the AI pace to be a bit more
good to go.
explosive in this session compared to the last one. And you can see Joe's getting a very nice slipstream off the back of Oscar, who is trying to get a very nice slipstream off the back of Mick. We were quicker than Joe. This is where he's probably going to close us up now. And they see Joe is quickest in the middle sector, which means he's almost certainly going to be quickest in the final sector as well in Oscar's slipstream now. Yes, he is. Okay. Work cut out for us. We'll run again on these tyres.
Delta stay negative. Run switch cool and box.
Copy.
Pit entry.
Pit limits are on. Okay, mate, let's stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and then switch off.
This time we'll give Mick the slipstream. There goes Albon out on track. And we've got no traffic coming up behind us to move us out of the way. So we will hold position like this until we start the lap, which is nice. Whether we get traffic on the lap or not is another matter. As Gasly goes through, and he's slow. Norris is slow as well. Norris is very slow.
So gap ahead is good. Go now.
Clear track ahead. Let's go.
We have got Stroll making his way onto track. We are going to catch him as well. It's a question of where we catch him, though. This could be a rapid time for Mick. He's going to get a mighty slipstream out of Juncal. And there we go. He goes up to 4th. Still not 100% certain that we are safe in 7th place with Oscar. Might have to run him again.
RP4. Nice lap.
Confidence is now very, very good for both drivers. And do I slap on a new set of tyres? I think I might as well. I mean, I'm not expecting to actually use any dry tyres in the race, given the rain forecast. We may still get a period of dry racing, but I don't think it'll be soft tyre worthy. And this is Sainz, I think.
Let's stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and go to P1, please.
Starting a flying lap. Out goes Max for another bash. And we do want Mick to be in front. Although we're actually tucked up behind a Mercedes here. Actually, this might work out quite nicely. Depends if we get moved out. We're getting moved out of the way, look. Alright, well, let's swap them over then. Evening refill.
Good space at the moment. And then let's push next lap.
So we should be good on traffic.
Oh, that's an Alpine taking a trip off the track. It's got to be Albon. Ocon didn't make it through.
No, no.
I was worried about that, Williams. It gets out of the way nicely for us. I think Mick is probably safe. This is now about trying to make sure that Oscar gets through. Norris gets knocked down. Is Mick improving at all? No, he is improving in the middle. There we go. This has the potential to be front row worthy. Look at how much we're gaining. I wasn't far off. Big jump though, up to fourth place. And that is us done for Q2. Anybody still in a position to threaten us? Norris, Sainz, and Gasly. Gasly doesn't improve. What about Sainz? He's got a slipstream. We should be safe now. Sainz improves time but not position. Norris has got a lot of traffic to deal with. Oh, Gasly's just starting his flying lap, so we're still safe. Worst we can do now is finish 10th. And we're getting in Norris's way. Oh, what a shame. The team that we are fighting against is getting held up by us. Norris stays in 14th place. Excellent, excellent news. Right, we've got both cars through to top 10, which I really didn't think would be possible. Given engines, Oscar's engine. Yeah. The sprint might be nice to us then, but the race itself will not be nice. I'm certain of that.
We're through.
I've been banging on so much in the last few races about how this is going to be the point where we start dropping down the order, and we should have. We should have been dropping down the order, but for some reason we've been staying near the top. I'm amazed. Our car must be that much of a rocket ship if it's still the quickest thing at top speed. Oh, we are so close with Oscar, look. So close. Can't fix it. 99's good though, we'll take that. Mick is good, so I'll be adding that one to the book. Right, tyres. Go with those ones. And those ones. First laps. We still have the issue of Tsunoda being quicker than us. So we need something disastrous to happen to Tsunoda in the sprint so that he ends up starting the race at the back.
So start to work on the front tyres and brakes this lap.
If we want to hang on to second place in the standings tonight.
Concentrate on the tyre warm-up as best we can. Copy. Gap ahead is good. Good to push.
And track clear, track clear.
We're good to push next lap.
We are going to have to contend with Max. Hopefully we'll find him in a nice easy spot. Maybe the run to turn 4. He'll be out the way for us. No. He's out the way there though. No delays. Good, good, good. On 108.2, that's not bad.
Delta, stay negative. Cool the engine.
Copy.
Let's follow the delta.
Let's finish this lap and then we'll box, please. Finish this lap and then box.
Copy.
Alright, Bottas starting his flying lap. Well, finishing his flying lap actually. He goes P2. Here's Zhou. And we've got Max finishing up his flying lap. Let's see what time he sets to go onto provisional pole. It's going to be quicker than us. Couple of tenths. All right, there's some potential there. If I can get Mick a really good slingshot.
Okay, stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and switch off.
And you never know. I am going to go early. Joe goes quickest.
Let's go there and set some lap times.
Copy.
So my hope is by going so early that we'll be clear for both of our flying laps. Normally I wait a little bit longer, but we then hit traffic on the second lap, and I'm hoping that we can avoid it this time. Might not work out that way. We shall see. Yuki's coming up to the line. Just to start or finish a lap? I think it's a start.
Some bunching.
It is.
It will be go.
So is one of the Ferraris. Evening, Mr. Water. I don't think Oscar's close enough. Not to get the full slipstream effect. Magnussen goes P4. Got a yellow flag. Oh, it's a red flag.
Red
And that
flag, red
is
flag.
Sonoda. So Sonoda's crashed. We don't have a lap history, do we? Oh, we might do. Let's take a look at his car. 89, 55 and 68. Let's have a look at that when he goes back out for his next flying lap. We have wasted the brand new rubber on these tyres, unfortunately. And Yuki is out.
I'm an idiot.
That's better than
And for the crew watching on in the
better than
garage,
nothing.
that really must have been a hard one to take.
So we'll go with those tyres again, and we'll change the run plan to just one lap. Now we just have to wait for the right moment.
Bit of brake temperature.
Yeah. Let's get those brake tanks warmed up.
Copy.
Come on, Oscar, pull over, please, pull over. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Clear track ahead.
A little bit too far behind, though, to get the full benefit.
You got a good gap ahead,
Hey, it's definitely too far
so
behind.
you're good to push.
Right, need the Merc to move out the way and stay out the way. Oh, of course, the red flags reset our confidence. In that case, we might not get any improvements. And with Oscar too far behind to get the slipstream, that means he's probably going to start ninth. Oh, slight improvement. Going to get any benefit in here on the final sector. Mick stays in third. Oscar moves up to fourth. Nice. All right, well, that's it for us for quali. Giovinazzi goes 9th. That's him done. So it's now down to the Ferraris and Bottas. Oh no, Giovinazzi is just starting his lap. Okay, so he may yet improve. Bottas is going to be the first up. Bottas stays in 7th place. Russell goes 3rd, drops us down a place. Perez
Good entry.
does not improve. Right, Giovinazzi's going to improve.
So
It's just a question of by how much.
Wait for 2 seconds and go to P1.
Oh, he split us. Giovinazzi split us. So we're 4th and 6th. Well, that is a whole lot better than I was expecting for qualifying. I am not going to lie. So, maybe we can have a good sprint. But before that, we've got to deal with practice. So let's get that confidence as high as we can. And let's have a look at Tsunoda once he gets on track and see if he has damaged that car substantially. Who was the other driver? That was Leclerc who went out, wasn't it? So we'll check in on Leclerc's car as well.
Watch those curbs.
A bit less curb.
Copy.
There's Max. There's Leclerc. Still no sign of Yuki. There he is. Alright, let's have a look. So, Tsunoda has got away with it. His engine is still fine, although his ERS looks to have taken a bit of a whack. What about Leclerc? He looks okay as well. Didn't expect him to have any powertrain damage, given that he went in, facing forwards. So Yuki's definitely still going to be quick. And he can recover a couple of places in the sprint to start the race a bit further up. More news from Alpine. More bad news for Alpine. Bob Bell has left the team as well. Another senior member of the staff. And he has been signed by Aston Martin. Aston Martin have picked him up already as a new technical director. So it's really not looking good for Alpine. I think they are a lock for our team to start the game with in 2024. They are all over the place at the moment. And it does make me wonder how much more Renault will put up with before they just pull the plug again. They do have history for doing that. Just going, and we'll cancel the F1 project. Which could, theoretically, if that happens, open up the way for Andretti to buy his way in and replace Alpine. If Renault decide, that's it, we're done, enough's enough. And like I say, they do have form for doing that.
This is checker flag.
Oh, Norris is looking quick. He put new parts in his car. No, he hasn't. He's still got a knackered engine as well. All right, we got 99% track knowledge with Mick. That's close, very close. Good starting levels for the sprint. Let's see if we can actually score some decent points tonight in the sprint. Might be all we get this weekend.
Well, the excitement levels continue to rise here as the teams prepare for the sprint. And after a season of sprints, this is the last one of the year. This circuit is certainly no stranger to overtakes, so I think we're in for a good one.
It's not only the starting grid decided here, though. The top finishers in the sprint have the chance to score crucial championship points.
Well, no doubts there'll be plenty of action today here at the Sao Paulo Sprint.
Okay, so we've got a choice what we want to do with tyres here. I'm thinking that maybe we do what we did at Qatar and at Kota, and that we try and look after a set of softs. We were pushing it a bit too much in Kota, but Qatar, we pretty much had it locked in terms of the tyre life. Still managed to get a strong result in Kota. Better actually than Qatar. But we'll see what we can do. We'll put one extra lap of fuel in, or do I go two? I'm going to go two, actually. Help me stay a bit more competitive while looking after those tyres. There we go. And let's see what we can do.
24 laps around Interlagos awaits these drivers in what should be an entertaining sprint.
The 100-kilometer dash around Sao Paulo is typically packed full of overtaking opportunities, making for a thrilling event as the season nears the end.
Well then, folks, it's time to get going. 24 laps around Sao Paulo in today's sprint. And It's lights out, and away we go.
Let's go.
Copy.
And we're not the only ones on soft tyres. Joe and Russell at the front, both on softs. Max has got swamped a little bit there. Giovinazzi's got in front of us. But we've got the inside line. Can we translate that? We're being held up by Max, and that's allowed Giovinazzi to slipstream through. Still side by side though. Now if we can stay like this, we will have the inside line for the final turns. Oh, and that's Russell in the wall. And that has just played beautifully into our hands for our soft tyres.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Copy. Clear.
What a mistake for George. Yeah, his race is ruined. Damage to his engine as well, by the look of it. Sparking like that.
That is for sure.
And now we've got too much fuel.
Crash out, crash out, crash out. Potential debris right inside exit 5. Charge is good. Copy.
I wonder if Joe's going to try and sprint away. Needs to redeem himself. Well, not so much just him, but Williams themselves need to redeem themselves after the farce that was Joe's race strategy in Mexico. Robbing him of the chance to contend for a victory, or at least a podium, to only finish in, what was it, 14th in the end? Wow, Farad, how you doing? It has been a while. Right, wait for that VSC to end. Oh man, we are way too heavy with fuel now. Picked up an extra kilo of fuel under this BSC.
BSC ending. Copy. Then you can lean on tyres. Copy.
DRS enabled, DRS enabled.
Okay, currently sat P4 with that.
Don't let Max in. Ah.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Got to watch the tyre temps. In the dirty air, where they are going to overheat a little bit. Giovinazzi has been dropped, so expect Max to go flying back through again here.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Yeah.
Oscar's tyre temps already creeping up. Giovinazzi will have the DRS again. So we are going to start going into tyre conservation mode.
Look after these tyres.
Because we're kind of stuck at the moment behind these two. Yuki's up to 6th already. I mean, admittedly, that's because Russell took a place out of the way for him, but that would still have been a gain of 3 places.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
Come on, Mick, stay in range. Stay in range. Oscar's temps finally coming back down. Didn't go well for you then, Anthony. How did you finish in the end? Dare I ask?
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Ooh, 15th and 18th. Yeah, that's not good. Playing the patient game here. I know Yuki's going to be threatening to push through all the way, so I'm just going to let him. Want to protect the tyres.
Recharge on.
No problem.
You got a 3-place penalty again. Why didn't you serve it in the sprint if you knew you were going to be starting near the back anyway?
You can use energy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, of course, I forgot penalties don't serve in the sprints.
Head in the game.
They serve in the race.
Bring the pack up.
Copy. Let's go recharge on.
Couldn't hit the mute button in time.
Use energy.
Copy.
Up the inside for Oscar. And that's him up into 5th.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Copy.
Yuki now up into 4th place.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah. Recharge on.
Yellow flag. Who was that for? Maloney running wide. Him and
As
Jeremy?
we look to Decido de Lago. And nearly, just
Ooh,
running
nearly contact.
wide. And they might want to take a look at the floor of the
Charles
car
Leclerc
there, because
just
that-
getting through without contact there.
Let's go recharge on.
Trying to give Oscar every chance to get back into the DRS here. As Yuki is going to jump us. Did we get the DRS before the line or not? Yes, we did.
Cool, let's keep going.
Although I haven't said that, so did Sonoda.
Use energy.
Copy.
Back off.
Copy.
Ah, nuts.
Recharge on.
Nick got dropped.
Recharge on.
Made it back in for the second DRS straight though. There we go. Max and Yuki going side by side.
Recharge on, please.
Energy if you need it.
Yep, copy.
Yeah, I think everyone's happy that F1 has returned.
Come on.
So we just missed the DRS again.
No energy.
Yep.
Yes, we did. But we're going to start pushing our tyres a little bit more now. Start breaking away from Giovinazzi, Magnussen, and the rest behind them.
Overtake is available.
Recharge on.
Once again, we just miss it, but I had to back out because I had to make sure that we didn't drop Oscar. See, Norris up to 12th. Leclerc still stuck down in 16th. Max needing just 1 point. Championship's done. It took him a while though this time round.
Okay, recharge on.
Use energy.
Yep.
Wasn't a cakewalk for him this year. He had to really fight for it.
Let's recharge on.
You can back off a bit.
Copy.
Recharge on, please.
And now Max moves into the lead. Zhou's tyres are giving up. That early pace that he set is not sustainable. And he now finds himself being gobbled up by Verstappen's mediums. And Yuki is snapping at his heels also on mediums.
So recharge on, please.
We are just lurking in the background, keeping a watching brief. Max is making a break. No DRS for Zhou. Come on, Mick, please stay in range.
Recharge on.
No, Jeremy, not anymore. Let's turn the tyres back up.
We can push a bit more.
Copy.
I think we've got 6.5 laps worth of life left in these tyres now at this pace. Still carrying too much fuel. Just losing too much time in the middle sector.
Okay, push. Let's go.
Copy.
All right, we just made it in, I think.
Let's look after these tyres.
Yes, we did. We're finally back in the train.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
Copy. So we've got energy. We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
Right, we're going to leave Oscar to his own devices now. We're going to focus on Mick. Try and make sure that he's got a chance to get in front of Sonoda. Maximise just how many points we can take off him.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Yep.
no more DRS.
Copy.
Okay, recharge on.
Copy.
Bottas moves up into 6th place. Norris still in 12th. Leclerc now up to 14th. Evening, Clark. Oh wow, Bottas is pushing. He's catching Oscar. Don't know if I can defend against that. Of course, he's bringing Giovinazzi with him.
So 2 more laps to go.
Eyes are getting a bit ragged. Evening, Baron. There is Valtteri.
Right, buddy, push, push. Overtake is available.
Copy.
Last lap now. Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre. Okay, recharge on, recharge on. Okay, recharge on.
We need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy.
So focus on bringing the tyres down.
Copy.
Can I hold off Bottas? Please let me hold off Valtteri.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Whew.
Check the flag.
So, that is solid points. That is 10 points. Against 7 for Yuki. So we increased the gap from 3 to 6 against McLaren. But now comes the painful bit.
Max Verstappen has done it. He's sealed this year's driver's title.
A 5th F1 title and a very special moment indeed.
So yeah, strong sprint race for Yuki, up 8 places, starting in 10th, got himself into 2nd, only 2 seconds off Max in the end, got caught up in that tangle with Zhou, who we did manage to jump, and we take 3rd place for 6 points. We got Oscar up a place as well into 5th for another 4. Now comes the tricky bit.
The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
Brazil loves a home racer, and none more so than the brilliant Ayrton Senna. His victory here at Interlagos in 1991, fighting a broken gearbox, is one of the most emotional moments in F1 history. The weather is very overcast here. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And when it comes down to it, there's simply no telling what will happen here in the ups and downs of Sao Paulo.
Well, looks like it's going to start dry, which I wasn't expecting. Don't think it's going to stay that long, stay that way for very long. Let's have a look. It's going to start raining pretty soon. We have got softs available. That's going to go full wets by the look of it, but how long is it going to take to go full wets? Yeah, it's the straightest bud. How you doing? Don't bring an Aussie potato returns. I think starting on the mediums and just pushing them might be a smarter bet than starting on the softs. So we'll go with that, and we'll adjust our strategies as how we need to. We're just going to go one extra lap of fuel just for the first part of the race. And then we'll just see what happens with the weather. But I don't think it's going to be kind to us. As soon as we lose that DRS, I think we're in real trouble.
We're not too far away from the race start here as we edge closer to the 71 laps of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And for that man, Mick Schumacher, this could be an interesting race.
They're up in P3, which is a terrific grid position for them. What can they manage here, I wonder?
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. And now, it's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Head down, we'll leave you to it.
All right, we've made a strong start and we've jumped Yuki. Can we hold the position? We've got Max's slipstream. Yuki is going to dive down the inside though. Oh, and that's contact behind, and Oscar's been taken out.
You okay?
Oh, okay.
Destroyed his front wing. He might be out of the race.
Now that incident looks
He
to
is.
involve Oscar Piastri. Now there's the car of Piastri. With not much room to move. And
Double
that's
contact.
obviously far from intentional, but there was contact. And thankfully, after that,
You will
it
just get a
seems the
penalty for
drivers
that.
are okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get 2 contacts for that. 2 penalties for that.
And clearly...
Well, full-on safety car.
Safety car. Delta.
Copy.
What was I saying?
Let's try.
Brazil is never kind to us. There's your proof. Just a couple of cars on the softs. And now this safety car is going to make them more viable, because we're going to have, what, 3 laps behind the safety car here? We've got penalties. What a surprise. Just the one. 5 seconds. could have been worse. I was half expecting 2 penalties there. It's another DNF for Oscar. I mean, we chose to box him and retire him last night to save wear and tear on the car. You know, with the remaining 2 races coming up at Vegas and Abu Dhabi, which would be a better chance. But that is another front wing gone. I'm definitely going to have to make another one now. And I still say that was Stroll's fault. The first contact, I think, was Stroll's fault. The second contact, you could argue was Oscar's fault, but his car was damaged. He was out of control. There was nothing he could do to avoid that second collision, unfortunately. And yet, once again, it is us that gets penalised over the AI. And what's really annoying is Vegas is our best chance to get another win. Could there be a replacement for Oscar at the end of the season? No, we're sticking with Piastri. He's been mighty this season. Like I said, I don't think that was his fault. But it does mean he is going to have a 3-place penalty going into the next race, because he can't serve that 5-second penalty. Besides, one of the objectives of this whole campaign that we're doing here is to make Oscar a world champion. I suppose technically we could do that by plonking it in a Red Bull in exchange for Max Verstappen. But then, given how our car's looking next season, there's a chance that we'll be quicker than Red Bull anyway. Potentially, and there's no guarantee that Oscar would beat Charles Leclerc. In fact, he probably wouldn't beat Charles Leclerc. So we've got to do it the hard way. And we can't afford to buy Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. We can't even afford to buy Max. Well, actually, maybe we could now. Maybe we'd only have to buy out 1 year of his contract. Leclerc will not be cheap, though. Once again, we're going to end up with a lot of extra fuel. It's going to be harder to burn it off in the wet. Hopefully we can burn a good chunk of it off before the rain hits. No details as to how wet it's going to get, how quickly it's going to get wet either. Alright, are we coming in this lap maybe? Looks like we might be going another lap then. Even at this pace setting, because we're stuck in this dirty air on the hot track, our tyres are starting to overheat a little bit. That's not ideal.
Cool the car.
That's better. Right, surely we're coming in this lap.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. So let's see if we can do the restart. Come on, buddy, keep pushing. Okay, mate, and let's cool the car.
Taking a risk here. I'm opening myself up to the Williams, which has not taken the bait. All right, back underway. Still no update on the weather. Joe looking very punchy on those soft tyres. Really need to calm these tyres down a bit, but I'm pushing hard because I want to see if I can get the fastest lap before the rain hits. And this is probably our best opportunity to make that happen. Maybe next lap when the DRS kicks in. But I won't have any battery by then.
DRS disabled, DRS disabled. And recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
We didn't get it. Giovinazzi got it. He might keep it as well.
Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please.
Copy.
112.0. Oh, you're only just a little bit quicker than us.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
Copy.
Come on.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Yeah.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Under pressure. We missed the DRS. Can we get it here? New fastest lap. Baroque on a 1:11.8. And we have missed our opportunity to get it. I should have held the battery back. Never mind. I didn't want to lose the train. Keeping position is more important than getting fastest lap, I think. Oh, yellow flag. What has happened behind us? Maloney running wide again.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need
And
to.
look how much extra fuel we've got. And the second I take my foot off the gas with the tyres, we drop out of DRS. We're going to get gobbled up here.
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Need to get those temperatures down. They're too hot. Can't keep this up.
To play for still. Keep your pace up.
Joe's going to kick on and try and get straight onto the back of the cars in front.
Recharge on.
And we've got Valtteri swarming. Come on, Mick. Try and secure some points for me today, please. Especially with Yuki leading the race. Piastri got taken out by Stroll, but we got the penalty for it on the first lap.
DRS.
Copy.
It's got a weather update.
These tyres.
It's going to be damp in 12 minutes.
Recharge on.
Copy.
let's push, come on.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, ready, push, push.
Copy.
Come on, stay close, Mick. Stay close, please. We didn't get the DRS. Damn it. It's going backwards.
Okay, recharge on, good job, recharge on.
Copy.
And we gave it the DRS to Valtteri there as well.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Yeah, copy.
I hope Mick can get some points. We're relatively competitive in the dry like this, but it's going to rain very hard very soon. And that's where I'm expecting us to start dropping like flies.
Let's see if we can focus on recharge, please.
And here comes Norris fighting his way through. So we are going to lose a ton of points to McLaren in the standings. We are dropping back down to third tonight. Giovinazzi looks invigorated by his point last night in Mexico.
Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Watch those curbs.
Copy.
Recharge on, please recharge on.
Copy.
I mean, we were talking about how good a season Oscar's had. Mick's had a really good season as well. Second half especially. He's been very consistent in this second half of the season.
More rain expected.
Oscar's got 6 podiums, I think. Mick, I think, has got to be close to that now himself.
Okay, push, let's go.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, let's recharge on.
Like I said, I'm not worried about the dry running pace. I know we've got the pace in the dry. It's the wet that worries me. We've got some tyre to play with against the rest of the grid. One more lap of staying behind Valtteri, then we sprint and try and get onto Joe. Unless he gets the move done here.
Recharge on, please recharge on.
Copy.
Actually, I'm not sure I want to get the move done here. I want that DRS.
Recharge on.
Valtteri's going to give it to us.
Okay, well, let's try again.
Here comes the rain.
Copy that, mate.
Yellow flag. Someone has crashed. Well, a couple of cars have crashed.
Watch for debris.
See who it was. Is that a puncture? No, it's not a puncture. It was just a spark. Porsche having a coming together there with for sure. Didn't quite manage to break Valtteri. 1:11.7 for Max. 1:12.0 for us.
It does look like there could be some rain later on. Listed.
Alright, do I go straight to wets? I think I do.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres. Recharge back on, please recharge on.
Norris is through as well. That's not good news. But at least he's not going to get the DRS off from the back of us. So Valtteri will put him back under pressure again, I hope. Oh, Norris is close. He's going to get us. He's going to get the DRS. Damn it.
Let's go recharge on, please recharge on.
Copy.
So we've got him covered into turn one. Question is, can we keep him covered into turn four?
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Just about. You can see how much time we're losing to Joe. Our drivers just struggle like crazy against the AI in these conditions. It's almost like a cheat code for the AIs that their drivers, no matter how good their adaptability ratings or how poor their adaptability ratings, always perform better than us in these changing conditions like this. And neither Oscar or Mick are slouches in the wet, according to their adaptability rating. And they've both got decent pace stats, but yeah, when the conditions are like this, we just lose so much time.
Okay, so Norris stopped.
Right, Norris and Giovinazzi are in. What tyres are they putting on? Inters.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
Copy.
Oh wow, Leclerc got us. Where did he come from?
Hey.
Let's keep...
So we're heading now into turn 5. It's certainly inviting.
Where the hell did he come from? He rocketed past us like we weren't even there.
And Leclerc moves on up.
Keep us informed about the track.
So I think it's a bit early for it right now.
Let's keep that gap down. Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy.
Taking a gamble here. Taking a big gamble.
Let's box now, please. Box now.
Copy for box.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Just think about looking after this tyre when we need to.
Copy for the tree.
We are going to be slow for the next few laps until that rain picks up enough. No! Well, we jumped Leclerc, who might have had a bad stop himself. Or maybe he just got held by a lot of traffic, I don't know. Tyres, Joe's gone full wets, so we're not the only ones to make this gamble. Everyone behind us is on full wets as well, so the Inters are going to be very quick for the next couple of laps. And then their pace is going to start to struggle. Just hope it gets wet enough, quick enough for these tyres so that they don't fall to bits before they really hit their window.
Let's look after these tyres.
Copy.
Okay, Yuki and Max are both in. Full wets for Max and a quick stop. Also full wets, getting held for Max. Valtteri and Albon coming in.
Carers has pitted.
I'm really having to look after these tyres so they don't fall to bits. It's still too wet too dry for wets. Norris having a storming drive. Ah, good lad. Are you talking about your Norris or my Norris? Yeah, my Norris, bad lad. Look how much Leclerc's tyres are falling apart because he's not looking after them. Look how much we've lost on ours after just a couple of laps like this. They're massively overheating right now. Track is starting to get wetter. Look at Yuki's tyres, Zhou's tyres down to 77%. Trying so hard to be careful with his tyres. Maybe we should have gone to Inters first and just blitzed in a couple of laps. But given that Norris can't get past Zhou, maybe we made the right call after all. Our tyres are certainly in better shape than the other wet runners. I don't know how long it's going to stay full wets though. A good chunk of time by the look of it.
Overtake is available. Copy.
Just want to make sure Leclerc doesn't get us. There we go.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Getting closer to the right conditions. Tyre temps are starting to come down. That is an excellent sign. It's just a proof of how much more water's on the track now than earlier. We've looked after our tyres so much that Max and Yuki's tyres are almost as bad as ours now. And Leclerc stopped on the same lap as us, and you can see his tyres now almost 70%. We're only 11 seconds off of Zhou. That's quite a gap. So we're 11 seconds off of Norris, who now is going to have to potentially stop again or be very slow on those inters for a sustained period of time. So anyone who's on inters, so Norris, Giovinazzi and Magnussen, we will retake those places. Or we should retake those places.
Recharge on.
Tyre temps are still coming down. Going to up our tyre pace a little bit now.
Let's push, come on.
Yeah, copy.
Let's see. So the inter runners are in the 117.3s, 117.9 for 117.7, sorry, for Magnussen. We're about to hit full wets. There it is. Let's get these tyres cooled down nice and quickly now. and the gap to Magnussen is coming down. Expect to see some much slower times for the Inter runners on this lap. We're still protecting our tyres because they're still too hot. And there you go, 120.5 for Norris. 121 for Giovinazzi, 121 for Magnussen. We went a second and a half faster than Magnussen that lap. And we're still not pushing it anywhere near good pace yet.
Keep your pace up.
Understood.
And I'm going to try and lose Leclerc. Those Inters are very much the wrong tyres now. You can see how much Zhou is pulling away from Norris. We're going to be seeing Magnussen's Williams in our front view very soon. There he is. Tiptoeing around Juncao. There you see, look at that. 3.5 seconds faster on that last lap. Oh, it's still just a touch too hot, but the temperature is now coming right down. There we go. Now we're cooking.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Yuki has now caught his teammate. You can see Max being held badly by Giovinazzi.
Let's go recharge on.
Copy.
Pull the car.
Copy.
Now we're the ones getting stuck behind Gio. And we got him. Easy as you like. And we're now into peak confidence. Norris is less than 2 seconds ahead of us. You know, those guys are struggling so badly. Are any of them going to box?
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
Norris is in. So this will be for full wets. And that's going to drop Norris all the way back to Perez, behind Perez. That is excellent news for us. Ocon has somehow got past Leclerc and Giovinazzi. Leclerc's still stuck behind Giovinazzi, so his race weekend, which was already in dire straits, is again starting to struggle. Look how slow Gio is out of that corner. Crawling through there. And Leclerc does what we did. Just goes around the outside there. And he's off and running. What can we do now? We're back in clean air. I won 20.7. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wow, Leclerc lost 6 seconds on his previous lap. He lost 3 seconds on that lap. Magnussen's in. Again, Williams have called the ball wrong. This time, though, it was Zhou who got it right and Magnussen who got it wrong. And he is a world away from anybody at the moment. He's going to stay wet for a while. Bring temps down. I want to keep these tyres in good condition so we don't have to stop again until the rain slows down and we go on to inters. Oh, too hot. Come on, a little bit more. There we go.
Alright, buddy, push, push.
Gio is still on the inters. And look at the traffic jam behind him. Now he dives in. Look at all those cars he was holding up. My God. Any thoughts of a point have gone. Ocon has been steadily closing the gap to us, but we have been running a more conservative pace. Let's see what we do this time round. Yeah, not great. 121.3. Doesn't matter how good our top speed is if we can't actually get quick enough to use it. Let's see, we've got this big train. Let's see who is likely to move up through here. Maybe Valtteri. It's right on board with Valtteri. Mercedes and Ferrari both looking to try and score some points tonight. Russell in 9th, Sainz and Bottas 8th and 10th. Gasly looks like he's trying to break away from Sainz. That might be because Russell is putting Sainz under pressure. See if we get to see an overtake from Valtteri's perspective. Ocon's all over us. We need to up the tyre pace just a touch. Let's give him a squirt of battery as well.
Coming.
Overtaking is available.
Okay.
Yeah, Russell is really exerting some pressure.
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Coming.
DRS disabled, DRS disabled.
Coming.
This train goes all the way back to Magnussen. We're a long way ahead of it. I'm so glad we're not stuck in this, having to fight our way through, which we would have been had we gone on to Inters. Well, maybe not. We would certainly have got off them onto the full wets a lot sooner than the AI did. Well, that's Norris taking a look at Perez. Schumacher is doing a solid job keeping Ocon at bay for us. But we're not closing in on the cars in front. We just don't have the downforce through the middle sector. And with our top speed being neutralised and our DRS being rendered obsolete, we're going about as quick as we can. And we're just going to gradually drop further and further behind that front three. If we can hang on to fourth, I will be ecstatic with that. Because I really feared that we wouldn't even have top 10 pace in these conditions. And we are holding our own. Russell has dropped back from sights, has pushed onto Gasly, and now Bottas is having a look. Or thinking about having a look. Track is still getting wetter, but it's about to change, so we're going to start to push these tyres.
Let's push.
We are getting close to the window for inters again, so let's really use and abuse what we've got left on these wets. Seven minutes. That's maybe 4 or 5 more laps. 5 more laps, I think. Assuming our prediction is correct. Might not be. We have improved our weather centre, but it's still not an amazing facility. It's middle of the road. Tyre temps are creeping up. That's okay. We have rubber to spare. Well, kind of. But that's half a second we just gained on that lap, and we've gained almost a second over Rock-On as well in that last lap. We want to try and open that gap out if we can. It is going to be inters to the finish. And that lighter rain is coming. With a yellow flag. That is Sonoda. Either a lock-up or a spin. It's a lock-up.
Take a look at the replay.
It's cost him second place.
On track, really not great. And there's the lock-up. But really, it was always going to be a tough time out on the track in these kind of conditions.
Max has gone through to second. Water level is coming down. Are we going to see some strange decisions from the AI when it comes to switching onto inters? We'll find out in just a few laps. Track temperature just climbed up to 35 degrees briefly. Lighter rain is coming again in a couple of minutes. Track should start to dry reasonably quickly in the next lap or two. We are just closing in on Yuki. A couple of tenths here and there. We've opened up a nice 3.5 second gap to Ocon now. The gap to Yuki now just over 4.5 seconds. We are closing the gap. .121.0 for Tsunoda. 120.3 for us. We're the quickest car on track right now. Just. And here is the water level dropping. We're getting close now to the window. Inters are going to be viable in the next lap or so. Maybe two. And we are still closing on Yuki. 3.8 seconds the gap across the line. 5 seconds now to Ocon. This might be the last lap. We might go one more. Now, according to that, we've got to wait another 4 minutes. So we're definitely going to go another lap then. If we go too early, we're just going to lose so much time. We ideally need it to be around about 3.8. Looks like Yuki's pace has stabilised. Who's going to blink first? Looks like one more lap to go. I'm boxing this lap. So I'm blinking. Is anyone else going to blink?
Understood. Box out.
Box for inters, box. Overtake available.
Copy.
Nobody else is blinking.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to. Copy.
Have we stolen a march?
Box. Come in, nice and steady. Copy.
Ocon has boxed. Need a good stop now. We had a terrible first stop. We need a good one now. .4. That's okay. Preferred a little bit quicker, but we'll take 2.4.
Clear track on pit exit.
Price is in. 3.7 as we get onto the exit of the pit lane.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Joe stays out. So does Max. Yuki dives in. So we were 3 seconds behind Tsunoda. We are sprinting. Can we close up enough to actually jump him? It's a good stop. It's going to be very tight. I think he's going to get out just in front of us. Here comes Mick. It's going to be close. Well, we took the gap down by another 1.5 seconds. His tyres will not be up to temperature straight away. Everyone else diving into the pit. Joe and Max have stayed out. Another lap. Are they boxing this lap? Joe's in and Max is in. Got to imagine Leclerc's going to box this lap as well then.
We need to do what we can to recharge the battery.
Copy.
Could we jump Max here? Yuki will. Don't think we will. There is Max. Oh, if we only had just a touch more battery, we could have had Max. But Leclerc is still to box, so we're still a P4, and we've got 7 seconds plus for Ocon right now. Surely Leclerc's going to box this lap. He lost a second to us on that last lap. He's in. There is Mick, cruising on through. But once again, we are slipping away from the cars in front of us. We just don't have enough pace in these conditions. Don't have enough downforce. It's been our Achilles heel in the second half of this season. We've had incredible speed, we've had amazing DRS, and we've had no downforce for the twisty bits. So Leclerc feeds out quite a way behind Ocon. 4 or 5 seconds, oh, nearly 7 seconds behind Ocon. And we're already 3 behind Max. But if Max and Yuki fight, there's a chance they might slow themselves down, give us a chance to try and squeeze onto them. I could push the tyres, but I really don't want to because they're already overheating. And the temperatures are still climbing. Going to have to ease the temps out of those tyres at some point soon. Ocon's closing us down. Took half a second out of us on that last lap. Let's watch the battle in front. So Norris down in P13. At the moment, Tsunoda's on for 18 points. We're on for 12. So that's going to mean we're going to finish this race level in the Constructors. And they will go ahead because they've got more race wins than us. So we'll be third on countback if it stays like this. If Max gets ahead of Tsunoda, we will have a 3-point lead. Still, we'll have basically wiped out their advantage with what we did in the sprint. But Max is falling away at the moment. Yuki's definitely on a sprint right now. Now Max is responding with some quick laps of his own. Track's still drying up. Looks like it's going to hover at around 2 mil-ish for the rest of the race now. As long as it stays relatively stable, then that'll work for us. And we'll be able to keep hold of 4th. Gets too dry, where it becomes a little bit tricky on the inters, then we're in trouble. Ocon will start reeling us in. Bit of a lonely race for Schumacher since the rain started. Just trying to ease the tyre temps down a bit.
Understood.
Max now all over Yuki again. We need Max to make the move. Take those points away from Tsunoda. Or even take them both out. That would be fantastic. And Joe is looking good for a win tonight. He was robbed of the chance to fight for the win last night at Mexico, with some weird strategy calls from Williams. He's definitely in the hunt tonight. And the longer Max stays tucked up behind Yuki, the better chance he's got, I think. Because I think once Max gets through, he will start to pull away. But he's got to get through. Max thinking about a move. I don't think he's got the angle. Yuki's going to defend him into turn 1. Don't think Max is close enough. Is he going to have a lunge? No, he's not.
Come on.
Copy.
Wondering whether we should actually just start pushing our tyres a bit harder, given there's only 15 laps to go. Just cooled them down. Do I really want to push them hard again? Yeah, what the hell? Let's go for it. See if we can catch these two up while they're wobbling like this. Still got way more fuel than we need. And we are closing in. How's your race going, Anthony? You recovered from that 9-second pit stop, yep. Might have missed a couple of messages. I've just seen a response there. Norris finished 15th. That's not bad. Yeah, you'll want your full attention tomorrow on the stream. We do have, I think, a pretty good chance of fighting for a win tomorrow. Downforce less of an issue at that track at Vegas. Speed and DRS all important, and we are good in both. Max has got through, and look at that, a 1:14.2. Stretching our gap over Ocon again. Leclerc looks like he's closing him down. And Yuki's now almost a second behind.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Push, push, push.
Copy.
And I really expected us to be struggling here. I'm amazed at how well Mick is doing tonight, which fills me with a lot of confidence for Abu Dhabi as well. You know, it looks like we'll be a bit more competitive there in the twiddly bits than I thought. And with those long straights with DRS, again, chance of a good result there. Let's get tonight out of the way first, and then see what we can do in Vegas before we start thinking about Abu Dhabi. Kind of frustrated as well to think of what we could have maybe achieved with Oscar despite a knackered power unit. He was running 6th when he got taken out. We'll never know now. He could have kept himself in the top 10.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Might have been a struggle, but he could have done it, I think, based on Mick's performance and how close they were in quali. More missed opportunities. Track is definitely drying up more than I thought it was going to. It's not going to be dry enough to switch back onto softs. And Yuki's having another look at second place. These two have been having a real ding-dong battle. And Joe is still looking like he's on for the win. What's the gap? 4 seconds now. It's gone up a touch. Oh, can you imagine Joe getting the win? Oh, yellow flag. Please don't be Mick. It's not. It's a spin for someone. It's a Haas. It's Maloney.
Yellow.
When isn't it Maloney? This has not been a kind season to Zane Maloney. He's had a lot of mistakes. That grunt says it all. But he has shown glimpses of pace and promise. Yuki with the inside line. He should get the move done now into turn 4. Max trying to hang it around the outside. Has he got him? Max has held the place. He's going to get him back. Great move from Max. Great defending. And I am, ironically, cheering on Max in this race. I want him to finish ahead of Tsunoda. Lining up another move. He's going to dive down the inside this time. Oh, Max just covers him off there. And Joe is pulling away from these two. Half a second quicker. We are falling behind. I think our tyres are probably a bit too cooked. Let's cool them down.
Look after these tyres.
Copy.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
Copy.
Recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Copy.
Is that a lunge? It is.
6 laps left. Okay, so let's make that gap.
Okay, copy.
And Yuki has just got in front. Max can't fight back this time. Yuki closes the door. This is a hell of a fight between these two. Oh, look how much we've destroyed our tyres trying to close up to them. Yeah, I'm just going to ease it off.
Let's look after these tyres.
Let's make sure we actually get to the line in 4th place. Not tempt fate. Imagine if these two crash now. I've been hoping for that for the last 20 laps. Come on, Max. Get back in front, please. Joe is free and clear. And the only way he's going to lose this now is if he makes a mistake. Yuki's putting on the pace, trying to break away from Max. I don't think he's got enough time left to catch up to Joe, even if he keeps the pace up.
4 laps to go.
Copy.
I don't think we'll ever see that result in real life. I don't think we'll ever see Joe first and Yuki second in real life. Max is dropping back. Need him to fight again. Come on, Max. Yuki is going for it. He's really trying to break away. Quickest car on track that lap. I think Max might be fighting back a little as Leclerc gets in front of Ocon. Max is closing again. Has he got enough time left? Got 2 laps.
2 laps remaining.
Come on, please get past him so we can stay ahead of McLaren. Please. I would dearly love to finish second in the standings this season, and we need to try and protect what we've got right now.
Nothing on the radar, no rain expected.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Okay.
last lap. Let's make it count.
Oh, I don't think he's close enough to make the move. Maybe if he gets him in the infield. If you can't get him before you and Cal, it's over. Come on, Max, give it the beans. Leclerc is really pushing on us now. I'm glad I've got some battery to use. Because we're in those awkward conditions where our drivers do not like them. And the AI is so much faster than us. This is the last opportunity. Get him in a sprint to the line, please, Max. Come on. Come on. It's not going to get him. Yuki's going to hold on. Oh, damn it. So, we're in third on point on countback, I think, if my maths is correct. Who got the fastest lap, actually? That could be vital.
Really good. Happy. Yeah, that was great.
Joe got the fastest lap.
Good job there.
I can't believe Joe got the win. Comfortably in the end. There is Mick, a valiant effort. Leclerc got the gap down to just under 4 seconds in the end. But it's a win for that man there. Williams have looked so strong at certain points of the year, so weak in others. They've certainly been strong these last two races. Or at least Joe has, anyway.
Mick Schumacher's drive, definitely worthy of praise today.
That really was such a strong performance. And they come away from today with a top 10 finish. Amazing. Really, really good for the team.
And you'd love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. The Chinese driver really dazzled us during the race.
It's a really emotional moment to be up there celebrating your first win.
And that means, here in Sao Paulo, it's party time. And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And from our team in Sao Paulo, a big thank you for joining us this weekend.
The next round of the season will see Formula One return to the States as the glitz and the glamour of Las Vegas awaits.
So there we go then, confirmation of the final result. It's a win for Zhou Guanyu with the fastest lap as well. 26 points, that's huge for him, huge for Williams. McLaren gets second with Yuki Tsunoda, annoyingly. 18 points for Yuki. Max in third, takes the final step on the podium. Mick in fourth. A valiant effort, a great drive from Mick. And we got lucky, I think, with the rain timing. We also got lucky with the fact that a lot of cars gambled for inters and it didn't work for them. So, yeah, much better result than I was hoping for. Very, very pleased with fourth. Very pleased indeed. 8 places gained for Charles Leclerc, who came back strong in the race. 12 places gained for Ocon. Another great fight back for him. 8 more points for him. Sainz up 5 places. Bottas down a couple. But it's another 10 points for Mercedes. 11 places gained for George Russell. And Perez gets his Ferrari in there as well. So both Ferraris in the top 10. Been a while since we've seen that. Take a look further down. Gasly up 4 places, finish in 11th, just 0.094, less than 100th off the points in the end. Norris unfortunately for him, unable to get into points. Good for us. And Albon in 13th. For sure, up 2 places for 14th. Porsche up 2 for 15th. Magnussen, bad race for him. Giovinazzi, bad race for him. Hang out as long as he did on those inters. It destroyed his race. A bit like we saw last night with Zhou. Maloney having a disastrous race, but still manages to gain a place because Oscar and Stroll failed to finish. Let's see what the standings look like. Max wins the world title this weekend, having taken the 1 point he needed in the sprint. And he's on 425 points, 99 points ahead of his teammate Charles Leclerc with just 78 points remaining. Norris in third, no points for him. Oscar picks up 4 and closes the gap to 20. Mick also gains some good points as well, 18 more for him. Keeps Yuki at arm's length despite being outscored by 7. He has got a gap of 21 points. Then it's Ocon in 7th, pulling away comfortably from George Russell, who is just 5 points ahead of Gasly. Stroll rounds out the top 10 with an extra point. And then look at that. 31 points gained for Zhou Guanyu, up 4 places, jumping Sainz, Magnussen, Porsche and Perez to be just 1 point behind Stroll and a top 10 finish in the championship. That is mightily impressive. Mightily impressive. Bottas now level with Albon on points, but behind on best finish. And for sure drops to bottom in the standings as Giovinazzi's points from the sprint do see him climb up to 19th with 3 points. In the constructors' standings, Red Bull already champions, we know that. We are actually a point ahead of McLaren. I did get my maths wrong. Fantastic stuff. Somehow I got my maths wrong, and we are still second by 1 single solitary point. We have just 1 win. McLaren have 5 this year, so if it finishes level, McLaren will take the position. We have to make sure that we outscore McLaren in the remaining 2 races to hold on to second place. Oh, the money and the prestige that we will gain if we can hang on to second, it will be amazing. Aston Martin in 4th, just the 1 point for them. Under pressure from Alpine, who are now just 2 points behind with 2 races to go. Ferrari, just 3 points earned tonight, and that was all 3 of them earned at the end of the race there. Williams now just 9 points behind them with 2 races to go. Could Ferrari drop to 7th? It's entirely possible given how quick Williams are at the moment. And then Mercedes, 13 points for them, down in 8th place. They're not going to catch Williams or Ferrari, I don't think. But it does mean that they are pretty much bulletproof, I think, from Haas now. They've got a 32-point gap. I can't see them throwing away that many points to Haas. I can't see Haas scoring enough points to catch them, even if Mercedes don't score anymore. 2 more points for Alfa Romeo means they're on 5. And they somehow scrape themselves into double digits by the end of the season. That will be interesting to see. In the pit stop challenge, not a great weekend for us. Mick in 9th. No stop recorded for Oscar because he was taken out on lap 1. So Red Bull gain a huge amount of points on us. There are the standings. We're on 683. We're still nicely ahead. We've still got a big, big lead though, which is very nice indeed. I'm trying to do maths in my head here. Is 88 points ahead, I believe. Ferrari in 3rd, some solid points for them. They're pretty much guaranteed 3rd now, I think. I don't think Mercedes can catch them. They would need to score maximum points in both of the next 2 Grand Prix and hope that Ferrari don't really score many at all, which is unlikely. So it looks as though Ferrari are going to finish 3rd. Mercedes and McLaren are still in a fight for 4th, though. That will be interesting to see who wins that fight. The gap now just 13 points. Alpine in 6th may be able to, interject themselves into a squabble with Alpine, but again, 38 points behind. It's highly unlikely with just 84 points in total. Sorry, 86 points in total remaining and it's highly likely that we're going to snag a chunk of those points, and so are Red Bull. So yeah, looks as though Alpine are probably going to stay in 6th. Aston Martin in 7th do finally get another point. They're not going to move up. They might not move down. They probably are going to stay where they are. Aston Martin going to finish 7th by the look of it. Alfa Romeo and Williams, it is close between them, just 5 points in it. One really good stop for either team could be the difference in the last 2 races. And Haas still have not scored a point in the competition. Let's have a look at our report cards. There's no point looking at Oscar's. It's just almost non-existent. That's his results from the sprint, I think. Let's have a look at the race and sprint results for Mick, though. 6 overtakes, 7 failed, 18 successful defences, just 6 failed. Very strong in defence. A good drive from Mick again this weekend. And as far as the sponsors go, let's see. We got the finish position streak, kept that alive. We didn't get the finish position incentive, 2 in the top 10. We didn't even get 2 cars anywhere in the final standings, unfortunately. We did get the quali position, which was 2 in the top 10. And then for the guarantees, we got both cars into Q2 and 1 car into Q3. So we come out with about 4 million, which is a nice little bit of cash. And the streak is still alive as well, the quali streak, which is nice. And Mick gains another rating point. I'm not surprised. He's had some very strong races recently. Alan Permain also goes up. That's good to see, because our pit crew have been doing a wonderful job this year. New ATR period starts today. We've got 11 days till Vegas. Got a new month coming up. How much money have we got left? Because we're a few days away now from being able to do another project. With those final hours, do we have enough money to actually do anything? Let's have a look. We've got 2.1 mil left in the cost cap. If we're really lucky, we might have enough money for 2, but I think more likely we're going to have enough money for 1 and then make a couple of spare front wings, because we haven't got any spare front wings anymore. Let's see, the suspension's failed. Oh crap, I don't have a spare suspension for Oscar. That is annoying. Of course, he's destroyed his car. Right. Lucky I made that spare side pod. Got no spare front wings. That is... a definite loss of downforce. Not a huge loss, but the dirty air performance could be important. The brake cooling will also be important. Chassis, don't have a spare chassis either. That's going to be a big loss, I think. Yeah, that's quite a bit of speed lost, and quite a bit of high-speed downforce as well. Oh, that's a pain. Well, we can't really afford to do much. Oh, that's a massive loss, I think. Oh no, wait, it's not too bad. So we will run that suspension. Oscar's going to be starting with a penalty. It looks as though Mick is going to be our prime candidate to try and get the win in the next race. Not an ideal situation. 1 day to go. Let's get the other projects done as well. In fact, actually, before I do that, a front wing is going to cost me 225 grand. The chassis is going to cost me $500,000. The suspension is going to cost me 300 grand. I would need probably 2 front wings. Decisions. How long is it going to take to make these things? 9 days for a chassis. It's a big loss of speed and a circuit that's important for the speed. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. How much is a new project going to cost me? Let's have a look. 700k for a chassis, but that's not affected. 1.6 for a front wing, 1.4 for a rear wing, 1.4 and a half for an underfloor, and 1.3 for a suspension. I don't know what to do. I don't know what part I need to do. Right. Let's save. And load and see the results of that research that's just finished, so I can make an educated guess as to what part I need to research, because we have to get one more project in. We're not giving up an entire allocation of hours. So, don't care about the chassis. Front wing is good. Rear wing, not good, but we've got a project with half hours going through right now, which might be good enough. Side pod, got a project going through, don't really care about that though. Underfloor. Underfloor's close. Could use another project. What about suspension? Suspension could do with another project. It's going to be between these two, I think. I wish I could afford to do 2 more projects. I really do. I just can't. What was the rear wing at again? I don't know where that's going to end up. And I think it might be better to put all the remaining hours into... Well, actually, no. Downforce is our weakness. Which means the underfloor is probably the best way to go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's throw everything we've got left into an underfloor. There we go. We'll settle on that. I was looking at the percentages on the left and not at the stuff on the right. That, I think, is a slightly better balance. I would like, if I can, to get 2% dirty air tolerance. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that. Alright, one engineer. 1.45 mil. So, that leaves me with enough to get another chassis made. And that will be it. So we'll have to make do with front wings. But the chassis, it's a big drop in speed and high speed and medium. Well, not so much in the medium, but definitely in the high speed. Yeah, we'll go with an extra chassis. It's just too big a drop. Or you know what? I think maybe 2 front wings might be a smarter play. Could even go 3. Let's go 3 front wings instead. At least that way we've got spare front wings. That will improve our dirty air tolerance for Oscar more. Hopefully the car will still be quick enough. And there we go. That's it. That's our cost cap done. So, the temptation now is to just throw in a brand new engine for him and just really go for it in the final 2 races. Mick's still got an engine in the 80s available. Oscar's is a little bit lower in the 70s. That's the point. I need to have a look at his powertrain components from that wreck. Hopefully they're not too bad. Yeah, we were using older parts, so we'll have still a very good gearbox, still a very good ERS, and a 77% engine. You know, yeah, let's not needlessly incur cost cap penalties when we could put those to our car development facilities instead. Much as I would love an upgrade, 18 million is a lot. It is an awful lot. How long would it take as well? 105 days. That's 3.5 months. Which means it wouldn't be ready until early February, right before the start of the new season itself. I think we just go with a refurb. Let's take a look at. Plus, I want to make sure I've got money for next. Actually, no, we're going to get. We don't carry over much in the way of money. Maybe it is the right call. I'm stuck in 2 minds as to what to do. We need to refurb that. It's only 15 grand. It's fine. Not worried about the hospitality. Not really going to give us much of a boost. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's try and give ourselves as much of a fighting chance to win many races next season. Let's go for a level 4 design centre. We've still got money coming from the next 2 Grand Prix. We've still got board money coming. In fact, we're about to get another board payment in a couple of days, which will pay for the refurb on the CFD. And we've got that money coming from winning the pit stop competition. I think we decided last night that we were mathematically clear. So we still got enough money coming through to cover off the refurb and still have money to carry over for contracts and stuff. Right, let's advance time. The side pods are done, so we'll get a little bit of side pod benefits for next season. Little gains, nothing amazing. And now this is the important one. So this is where we are going to have to reload again. just to see whether or not our rear wing will actually cut the mustard for next season. Because it won't show us that data until we reload the save. Is it good enough? Please be good enough. It's not good enough. Damn it. Oh well, it'll have to do. We'll just have to focus on it next season, at the beginning of the year. The underfloor is going to be good though. That is probably more important in terms of gaining downforce than the rear wing. The rear wing's more about drag. We are very, very, very slippy right now, and a very strong DRS. So we can afford to lose a little bit in those areas. It's mainly the downforce that's going to be affected anyway. You know, we should still get a nice drag reduction boost and DRS boost as well. All right, advance 1 or 2 more days. We never checked in with the board, did we? Let's have a look. How are the board? Still disappointed on objectives as expected. Now we've got a cost cap break of 2 million. Yeah, they were delighted with Sao Paulo. I was delighted with Sao Paulo, so I'm glad we're in agreement there. They still have high confidence in the stat. It's fantastic. Right. When we come back tomorrow, we will look at our driver development for the last month, and we will get our training in for this month, the final Grand Prix month of racing. And then that'll be Las Vegas, our last best chance to win a Grand Prix. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. We did so much better than I thought we were going to do tonight, and I am over the moon by the fact that we are still just ahead of McLaren. If we can get a really good result tomorrow, then we have every chance of being able to outscore them in Abu Dhabi and hold on to second place in the Constructors' Championship. That would be phenomenal. I'd be so pleased with that. So join me tomorrow for our last best chance for a win this year, and it will be the usual time, 8 p.m. here in the UK. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.